Oh, hey everyone, Dog Walker Dave here. It's been a while since I've done one of these type of things. It's been more just running vlogs and dogs things and whatnot. But a year ago today, I picked up a pair of these on Cloudultra trails. They were okay. They weren't awesome. They were okay. Gotten quite a bit of use out of them. I just use them for kicking around, mowing the grass, walking around. But as far as getting out there and running with them, yeah, they've gone past that point. Today, 1 year ago to the day, which is, I just looked back at the video that I did for the Cloudultra trail. I picked up a pair of Cloudultra 3s, and I'm going to give you my first impressions on them, but I'm going to go to the trails. See you out there. Here, I'll give you some B-roll before I get on the trail here. I'm not going to give you all the marketing mumbo-jumbo crap that every company puts on the web. I am not sponsored by On. They did not send these to me. I spent my hard-earned dollars on them. They have the good, it's called Helion HF. Comfortable foam. Can't remember if it's a supercritical foam. The mesh upper, there's a good amount of breathability in it. You can almost see my hands through it. Tongue, nice amount of padding, not too much. And we have semi-gusset, which means that it's sewn to the inside of the shoe. This is a nice little addition here to hold the upper together, but it's not really for that. I use more to tuck my laces in backwards up underneath here. Heel counter, not too much padding. They're outsole. This one seems to be an improved compound from what I can see. It's got a good amount of grip to it, but I think these are only a 3.5 millimeter lug depth, somewhere around there. So it's not really aggressive. But the one standout thing that you can't see on On's website, and it's going to be really hard to shed a little more light on this, is that you can see in here, easier said than done, right in here, there seems to be a little bit of a plastic nylon, whatever you want to call it, plate that runs, and you can see it in there. It's really hard to tell with this, with the GoPro. It doesn't zoom in very good here, or doesn't focus on, but it doesn't appear to go all the way here. So what this does, and it goes all the way to the lateral side as well, and you can see it poking out a little bit here. Even just when I put it on at home here, it gives a nice stability in the forefoot without being too restrictive. So that's just another thing. Good solid toe cap to it. Overlays throughout, but not excessive, to help with the durability that's needed on a pair of trail running shoes. Yeah, time to get out on the trail. One thing I do note though, is that in my men's size 10.5 US, they are around 320 grams, but the forefoot is actually quite roomy. And I have pretty narrow forefoot, but that's okay. I don't mind extra room in the forefoot, especially when your feet start to swell when you've been out there for, hopefully at some point this summer, several hours. All right, just gonna do a pretty quick run from the home here. They're roughly a half an hour, and I know some people are just waiting to get into the comments below and say, hey, bro, how the hell can you give a review of a pair of shoes if it's not 100 kilometers or 100 miles or whatever? This is just a first impressions review. I will test them thoroughly and put up another review, but I know I haven't put out anything in a while here, and just want to let you know that I'm still alive and kicking. So when I run from home here, it's a bit of pavement, and then there's a little bit of gravel trail, and then I'm getting into a little bit of, it's not woods, but there are moose down there sometimes and coyotes, so it's wooded enough, and there's some good amount of mud. We just had some rain. Okay, enough yapping, Dave. Let's get going. Hey, I know this is just first thoughts. Firmer than Cloudultra trail, which is a good thing. They were too soft. Building in the 4-foot feels quite nice. The room in the 4-foot is awesome. They feel really good so far. I'll jump in again. The breathability is really good. I can tell because it's still kind of wet down here. Not kind of wet, it's wet down here. And I can feel the moisture through the upper, which is good. Good for drainage. I am not trail fit enough yet to go up these hills, even if they're small. Well, you know what, everyone? I might as well do a drainage test with them, because depending on what kind of running you're doing in trails, your feet could get wet or will get wet. So let's do a drainage test to see how quickly they evacuate the water. Oh, nice duck pond. Okay, that should be enough. Well, since the last pair of trail shoes I've owned was, or is, the Norda 001, which have terrible drainage because the upper is so tightly woven and indestructible. These are pretty good. Yeah. All right, finishing up here, just initial thoughts. Firstly, they are extremely comfortable on the feet. At no point did I feel like I was unstable or slipping on any of the muddy areas, treed and whatnot. But the shoe has to fit your foot. That's the main thing. Don't go based on a brand. You gotta put the shoe on your foot. The average person doesn't care about any of the marketing stats, just how they feel. And these things feel really good. Only complaint, they're $250 here in Canada. On is typically more expensive than the competition. I will test these almost exclusively on the trails the rest of the summer here and report back to you with a long term. It's just a little bit more to go and call it a day. Got to get my trail legs underneath me here. Get used to navigating all the roots and rocks, overhanging trees, and all the fun things. Thanks for following along, everyone. I will catch you in the next video.